FutureSex LoveSounds was added to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's musical library and archives. In 2016, Rolling Stone declared this album as a piece of music well ahead of its time, and Justin Timberlake destroyed any doubt of his artistry or potential. The Grammy-winning album propelled Justin Timberlake's career beyond the success he had with NSYNC, but alongside that, he introduced a new sound that would change the shape of music forever. Today on Music Rewind, we're exploring the legacy of FutureSex LoveSounds and what happened next. We're taking it back to the 90s. At the start of the decade, Justin Timberlake was part of the all-new Mickey Mouse Club, a revival of the 50s show created by Walt Disney. This club was elite and produced massive stars such as Ryan Gosling, Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, Backstreet Boy member Nick Carter, and two NSYNC members, JC Chase and Justin Timberlake. In the mid-90s, Justin Timberlake became a member of an up-and-coming band called NSYNC. By the end of the 90s, NSYNC were one of the biggest boy bands in the world, their debut album selling over 15 million copies worldwide and a certified diamond in the US. At the start of the millennium, the band's success soared. Their sophomore album No Strings Attached sold 2.4 million copies in its first week, becoming the fastest selling album of all time, until 2015 when Adele sold over 3 million copies with 25. In 2001, they headlined the Super Bowl halftime show with Aerosmith, and their final album Celebrity sold 1.8 million copies in its first week. In 2002, the band announced their hiatus, but they never reunited. During this time, Justin was in a highly publicized breakup with Britney Spears, which is a theme he explored on his debut album Justified, released exactly 20 years ago today on November 5th, 2002. Justified is an R&B album hailed by Billboard as one of the most iconic debut albums by a former band member in pop music history. Ed Sheeran and Shawn Mendes have credited the album as inspirations for their hit songs such as Sing and Lost in Japan. Sing! I can't seem to get you off my mind. Let's get lost tonight. The album was mainly produced by the Neptunes, otherwise known as Pharrell Williams and Chad Hugo, producing the hits Senorita, Like I Love You, and Rock Your Body. But another producer instrumental to the album's success was Timbaland, credited on the album's biggest hit, Cry Me a River, and my favorite song, Right For Me. The album never had a Hot 100 #1, nor did it hit #1 on the Billboard 200, yet it spent 84 weeks on the album's chart. However, just as his solo career was beginning, it almost ended after the infamous Super Bowl halftime show in 2004. Performing alongside Janet Jackson, towards the end of the performance, Justin Timberlake was supposed to pull away the rubber bustier to reveal a red-laced bra. However, the reveal went very wrong and exposed Janet Jackson's breast. Although it's been 18 years since the incidents, there are still conversations and debates regarding this issue online, blaming Justin Timberlake for everything that happened and the consequences that came afterwards. Both singers apologized for the wardrobe malfunction and were also threatened with exclusion from the 2004 Grammy Awards unless they agreed to apologize on screen at the event, which Justin did while accepting the award for Best Pop Vocal Performance for Cry Me a River. Following the incident, Justin took a break from music and acted in a few films including Alpha Dog, Black Snake Moan, and Shrek the Third. In 2005, after a period of feeling burnt out, Justin returned to create his next album. He turned to former producer Timbaland to help create the new album. There was no direction for the album other than wanting to reproduce Cry Me a River a few times, although specifying not mimicking the track, but how big the song was. As they were creating the record, their main thought was comparing it to Michael Jackson's Thriller, and they dubbed it as their own Thriller 2006. In 10 days, they composed 8 to 10 songs with lyrics, melodies, and vocals. In 3 weeks, they produced songs such as My Love, Sexy Ladies, and Sexy Back. Alongside Timbaland, Justin also worked with producer Danja. Their sessions were described as looking like a mad scientist. During these sessions, he also worked with Rick Rubin and will.i.am, whom he had worked with previously on Where Is the Love. will.i.am produced 4 songs, but only their collaboration Damn Girl was included on the album. While creating the record, Justin Timberlake was interested in rock music, drawing inspiration from David Bowie and Prince, saying he wanted to sing the songs like a rock and roll singer and not an R&B singer. Looking at the finished product, FutureSex LoveSounds is an album dominated by themes of love and sex. The first half of the album is about sex, with songs such as the title track, Sexy Back, and Sexy Ladies, while the second half of the album is a sweeter side about love, with songs Until the End of Time, Summer Love, and My Love. While the album is classed as R&B, it draws from several different genres including new wave, funk, opera, soul, dance, techno, and gospel music. In June 2006, Justin Timberlake releases the lead single, Sexy Back. The song blends hip-hop with EDM music, adding a cool synthesizer distortion sound to his vocals. The song has been credited for introducing EDM sounds to Top 40 radio, and Justin credits the song for breaking the pattern of people asking him about NSYNC. The other hits from the album include What Goes Around Comes Around, which has one of the best guitar riffs in pop music. The song has a more classic R&B sound mixed with fusions of up-tempo folk music. My Love is a techno song with hip-hop and R&B influences. Featuring T.I., Justin initially asked Jay-Z to feature on the song, but he had just done a song with Beyonce, Deja Vu, and respectfully declined. FutureSex LoveSounds was released on September 8th, 2006. The reviews were highly positive as they described the album as fascinating and exciting. Commercially, the album became the singer's first solo #1 album, selling over 684,000 copies in its first week. Worldwide, it sold over 10 million copies. Across 2007 and 2008, the album received 7 Grammy nominations, including Album of the Year and won 4. Best Dance Recording twice for Sexy Back and Love Stoned, I Think She Knows, Best Rap Song Collaboration for My Love, and Best Male Pop Vocal Performance for What Goes Around Comes Around. This era in Justin Timberlake's career spanned from 2006 to 2008, including the tour Love Sex Love Show, which became the 3rd biggest tour of 2007, grossing over $126 million. The album had 3 back-to-back #1s on the Billboard Hot 100, and the profile of both Justin Timberlake and Timbaland soared. Timbaland became in such high demand. His production style ruled the airways in the 2000s. In 2007, he released his album Shock Value, which included the multi-platinum hits The Way I Are and then #1 Give It To Me. He gave OneRepublic one of the most famous hits by remixing their song Apologize, and worked on additional hit singles such as Madonna's 4 Minutes and Ayo Technology. He also produced multiple hit singles from Nelly Furtado's album Loose, including Promiscuous, Man Eater, and Say It Right. As for Justin Timberlake, he went on to do more acting and released more albums. We've seen many people try to replicate the magic Justin had with FutureSex LoveSounds. Acts such as Chris Brown, Liam Payne, Shawn Mendes, and Zayn Malik have been influenced by the sounds and persona Justin created. Attempts have been made to bounce off or replicate the success Justin achieved, but I don't think anyone can or will ever bring sexy back like Justin Timberlake.